Key steps in writing a winning story. That is the focus of today's video. Hello everyone, welcome back to English Classes Online, where we turn writing into your superpower. I am Benjamin, and today we are diving into how to write a winning story, especially for exams like the West African Senior School Certificate Examination, WASCE. Whether you are aiming for top grades or just want to sharpen your storytelling skills, this video will guide you through the key steps in crafting a compelling narrative. And yes, we will end with a powerful sample story to inspire you. The sample story will be in direct response to a given WASCE story writing question. Step 1. Understand the question. Every great story begins with understanding the question. Usually in an exam, you are given a story writing question among other essay writing options. Take this WASCE prompt for example. Write a story that ends with the statement, "It was the greatest act of bravery I had ever witnessed." Now, this question is taken from the West African Senior School Certificate Examination for 2023. This tells us two key things. The ending line is fixed. You must end with it because you are asked to write a story that ends with the statement, and then you are given the statement. So it is fixed. You must end with that statement. The story must be about an act of bravery, and not just any act, but the greatest one you have witnessed. All right? Because you are asked to write a story that ends with the statement, "It was the greatest act of bravery I had ever witnessed." So the story must be about an act of bravery, the greatest one you have witnessed. Step 2, brainstorm your plots. Now think, who is the hero? Who is the hero? Who is the main character in this story? Who is this story about? What happened? Where? Why was it brave? Your plot must be clear, emotional, and believable. Here is the situation we are working with. A young boy named Okon saves his mother from armed herdsmen who attacked her on their cassava farm in southern Nigeria. Sounds intense, right? That's exactly what you want, a story that grabs attention. Step number 3, structure your story. Let's keep it simple with the classic 3-part structure. Beginning, set the scene and introduce characters. Middle, present the conflict or problem. End, show how the problem is solved and lead to the final line. Step number 4, add emotion and imagery. Great stories make readers feel. You know, great stories make readers become emotionally involved. Use descriptive language to bring your characters and setting to life. Help your reader see what is happening and feel the tension. Step number 5. Use the right tense and point of view. Stick to the past tense unless the question says otherwise. And since this prompt ends with "I had ever witnessed," it makes sense to use first-person narration because the word "I had ever witnessed" is used there. Now, this brings us to the sample story, and we want to title this story "The Stone of Courage." The Stone of Courage. Don't forget your story has to be organized in paragraphs. Now, this is the first paragraph. I still remember that afternoon vividly. The sun was blazing, the air smelled of cassava leaves, and the earth under my feet was warm. My name is Okon, and that day I had followed my mother to the farm to help with the harvest. We didn't have much, but Mama had promised to use the money from the cassava to pay for my final exams. While we walked, I excused myself to ease myself in the nearby bush. It was there that I heard the voices. Peeking through the leaves, my heart nearly stopped. 3 herdsmen had led their cows into our farm. One of them, tall and muscular, dragged Mama by the arm and barked an order, "Lie down on your wrapper." I watched in horror as she trembled, holding back tears. Another herder tossed cassava tubers to the cows, laughing like it was a game. But what chilled my blood was the third man, the one with an AK-47, pointing his gun at my mother, ready to kill if she disobeyed. I froze. My mind raced. Should I run? Shout? Then I remembered Mama's words the night before. "You will write your final exams, Okon. I will make sure of it, even if I have to sell every tuber myself." I couldn't let her down. I picked up the heaviest stone I could find, aimed for the man with the rifle, and hurled it with every ounce of strength I had. Crack! The stone hit his forehead. The rifle dropped. Without thinking, I dashed out of the bush like lightning, grabbed the rifle, and turned it on the herdsmen. I didn't aim to kill, just enough to stop them. 3 shots, 3 legs. They screamed and dropped. I helped Mama up, tears streaming down both our faces. We didn't stop running until we got to the police station. Later that day, the officers returned with us and arrested the wounded attackers. Looking back, I don't know where the courage came from, but I do know this. It was the greatest act of bravery I had ever witnessed. That's a winning story. It connects, it moves, it ends with a punch. So remember, 1. Follow the prompt. 2. Plan your plot. 3. Build emotion. 4. Use strong descriptions. And 5. Wrap it up with a powerful closing line. If this video helped you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your fellow students. Drop a comment if you'd like more story prompts, grammar tips, or vocabulary lessons. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next class.